Hello and welcome to another SkaredCast battle report. Deep in the Xenon Beta system, on planet Omega, there is a unnamed mining outpost where the forces of the Raven Guard will face off against the forces of Archon Skari, who, with Cat Lady, Ivrain, the muse of the god of death of the Eldari, are of course looking once again for the Crone Sword that will bring about the rebirth of Inead. Shrike has smelt deceit, and he has been sent to assassinate and decapitate the Eldari Strike Force. Let's begin.
The Dark King.
Hello and welcome to another SkaredCast battle report. I'm here with Tyler.
Hello.
And I'm Skari, of course. And we are playing a 2,000 point game of Raven Guard with new fancy rules versus an alliance of Inari and Cabal of the Flayed Skull. That's right. Archon Skari's decided to go really crazy into close combat with his Husk Blade and see how many Marines he can kill. This'll be fun.
See.
And you can assassinate them. So that'll be fun too. So the scenario is set. We're playing Schemes of War, which is the new way to play Maelstrom of War out of the June 2019 White Dwarf. Mm-hmm. It's a really fun way of playing Maelstrom of War where you get to basically pick your deck of up to 18 cards. You have more control over the Maelstrom deck, so you can really not get completely destroyed by Drunken Commander.
Might be good.
There's also some stratagems where you can recycle cards that you've already scored, and you can redraw some cards and stuff like that. So it's a very comprehensive way of playing Maelstrom. I urge you to check it out. The scene is set. Where are we, Tyler?
Planet Omega in the
Xenon
Beta system.
It's basically a Patreon campaign that we're going to start running in November, and I'm writing like all the rules for it. But we're just playing a game set in that system, the Xenon Beta system.
Just a scouting force.
Exactly, it's a refresher. And Shrike has decided to go and hunt down Gulliman's girlfriend.
Deservedly. Blasphemy.
So without further ado, let's get to the armies and get to the game. And here we have 2,000 points of Inari and Drukhari. This is going to be really fun to put this on the table. 2 battalions. The first battalion is an Inari battalion, so using the Inari rules. And the second battalion is a Cabal battalion. It's Cabal of the Flayed Skull, because I wanted Archon Skari to be really killy today, to kind of go with the theme of the Inari. So the first battalion, the Inari battalion, has the Incarn, which is the demon, and 1 Archon with a power sword. Going to be getting the Hungering Blade on that guy. So that's basically, he's going to go around being very hungry with his blade, which is going to be fun. Then I have a Beast Pack Master in the Elite Choice, and 10 Razorwing Flocks. I love Razorwing Flocks as an Ari, making them fearless with the Incarn and an Invul save. I did bring 10 Hellions. The Heliarch has a Phantasm Grenade Launcher. I have 2 units of 9 Witches, each with a Shardnet and Impaler, and a Succubus with a Phantasm Grenade Launcher, and then 1 5-man with a Shardnet and Impaler as well, and 1 Venom and 2 Raiders, basically. And that is my Inari detachment. Then I have a Cabal detachment of Flayed Skull. Cool thing is you can take your Inari characters in Drukhari detachments without losing the Drukhari benefit, which means Cat Lady, Ivrain, is my second HQ for my battalion, and Archon Skari himself in all his new painted glory with all the trophies and skins and all that good stuff. Oh, he looks awesome. And he's running with a Husk Blade and a Blast Pistol, which I have to put on him in a second. It's magnetized, so it's kind of cool. And then I have 2 transports. I have a Raider, and I have 2 Venoms, 2 Venoms and a Raider. 2 Venoms with Cavalite Warriors. One of them has a Shredder. This one has a Shredder as well. This is 7-man. I have 1 Ravager with 3 disintegrator cannons and 1 Razorwing jet fighter. And then a Court of the Archon. The folks that are following Archon Skari around. We have a Slith, and I haven't used one of these yet, a Medusa. That's right. And that is 2,000 points. Let's take a look at what Tyler has brought to the game. And here we have 2,000 points of Raven Guard, led by Shrike himself. They've changed their color to match more the deserty style haze of the terrain. They're also stormtroopers. Okay, Tyler, take it away. What have you brought today? There's a Primaris foot horde.
Yeah, I have a battalion and a spearhead here.
Okay.
So the battalion is led by Shrike and the chaplain.
Oh, nice. I love chaplains with the new Space Marine book.
So they are leading 4 groups of infiltrators, 2 with the apothecaries and 2 with the comms arrays.
Yeah.
3 aggressors, 3 inceptors with plasma, a group of 6 inceptors with bolters.
Shudder.
And then 6 reavers as well.
Yeah.
And then the spearhead is a Phobos captain, Phobos lieutenant, 10 hellblasters, and 2 units of eliminators.
Very cool. And they just have the rifles.
Bolt rifles, yeah.
Okay, and that is 2,000 points of a spanking new Raven Guard. Let's jump right into the game. And this is a table, the mission or the objectives on the mining facility. We have the Adeptus Mechanicum building is important, of course. We have the refinery itself is important. We have the central administration building is important, as well as this cache of cool like gear and stuff like that, and that cache of gear, and then this area here next to the governor's or the hotel or whatever. But this is, or a religious building. So that's a religious building because we got all the skulls. So that's the administratum building. That's a reliquary building. So that's important. That's important. That's important. That's important. That's important. That's important. Okay, we rolled for table quarters. It's got a special name, but we're just doing table quarters. 9 inches from the center of the board, you can deploy. And I won the roll to pick my side, so I picked this side. And Tyler has picked to deploy first, go first. So he's going to deploy his whole army, and then I can try and seize, but it does mean that he will more than likely be going first, which will allow him to jump on me with all his crazy Alpha Strike Raven Guard stuff. Okay, with that, we're moving on to deployment. We're back after the deployment phase. The sneaky Raven Guard or the Rift Stalkers in this case, which are very faithful to the original chapter, aka almost exactly the same. And they are using their infiltration shenanigans to basically put pressure on the Drukhari raiding force. Here's an ambush. They're waiting for the Dark Eldar to come in and the Inari, and they were springing their ambush now, which is pretty cool. So tell me, what relics, warlord traits, and powers did you take? That's your warlord here.
All right, so I've got a Phobos captain as my warlord. His warlord trait is Master Marksman for the extra 1 damage.
Yeah.
He is also taking the Master of the Trifold Pass to take a 2nd warlord trait. He will also be a Master of Ambush.
Right.
And as a relic, he has the Corvidari bolts,
which is a specialist ammunition, which makes his bolter, Stalker bolter, 36-inch range, can shoot at characters out of line of sight.
Out of line of sight, ignores cover.
Yeah, well.
And
so, AKA any character within 36 inches, even if they're behind a wall, will take a strength 4. That's +1 to wound, +1 to hit, starting on turn 2, -3 AP as well, and 4 damage.
So that should be good.
Yeah.
I also am taking a Mark of the Raven, I think it's called, on the Sergeant of the Reavers.
These guys are in Deep Strike, by the way, so you have Shrike, the Reavers with a sniper pistol, essentially.
Yep, he's taking Silentis or whatever it is.
Yeah, and then 6 heavy bolter inceptors and 3 plasma inceptors, so that's a very heavy beta strike as well, to basically follow up on all the damage on the first turn here.
One other guy in Deep Strike is the Lieutenant in
Right.
Phobos armor, and
Right.
he has Ex Tenebris.
Cool.
So I'm
Whatever that
CP.
is.
Another Assault 3 sniper rifle.
Okay, very cool. And then we got the Hellblasters back here, and more infiltrators here, and of course the aggressors with a chaplain that has the +1 attack, +1 strength canticle, as well as his hatred canticle. That infiltrator squad has the comms relay. This has a comms relay, and then these two in the backfield have medics, so they can basically hit. On this side, the Eldari force has put 2 units of Cavalry Warriors, one with a Shredder and Venoms there. 10 Razorwing Flocks kind of hidden all the way over here with the +2 leadership Beast Packmaster here. This Venom has 5 witches that have +1 attack combat drug. That's right, as in Ari, we keep combat drugs. I've kept the Razorwing Flocks, the Beast Packmaster, the Venom, both raiders within 6 inches of the Incarn, because they get a 6-up feel no pain essentially, because they're Inari. And I have 9 Inari witches that have +1 toughness in with an Archon. The Archon has the Hungering Blade, and I spent 1 command point to give him a Warlord trait, even though he's not the Warlord. That's a Inari stratagem. To get a 1 reroll miss, or reroll to wound, or reroll saving throw, but he can't use it, of course, on the Shadow Field. And he gets a 5-up regenerate command points for every command point I spend for a stratagem. So he's my command point farm. Then Cat Lady has gone into that Inari Raider with 9 more witches that have +1 weapon skill. The reason I gave them +1 weapon skill is there are enemies nearby, so if I do get to go first or jump in, they can do some damage right off the bat. Then I have this Raider, the pimped out Super Raider. Thank you, Kyle. And it has Archon Skari in there, a Slith, a Medusa, 7 Cabalite Warriors with a Shredder as well. And in the backfield, we have the Disintegrator Ravager and the Razorwing Jet Fighter, probably 2 of the most dangerous aspects of my list against Primaris Space Marines. And in reserve, I have 10 Hellions with +1 strength combat drug. They have 2 damage weapons, which makes them really useful against Primaris. And +1 strength means they're strength 5, which can be really handy. As for psychic powers, I went for Ancestor's Grace and Word of the Phoenix, so he can regenerate people and gives +1 to hit. And I've given her the Shield of Inead, which is a 5-up invulnerable save bubble to everybody within 6 inches, essentially. And then she has Gaze of Inead, which is a targetable smite and smite, essentially. Okay. Whew, that was a mouthful. Tyler, are you ready?
Ready to go?
Ready to go. Okay, will the grace of Inead grace me with going first? Hiya! No, the Space Marines have launched their ambush. So the way this works, we each at the start of the first battle round, essentially, draw 5 cards from our deck. We've already shuffled them and all that good stuff, right? So we draw 5 cards from into our hand, basically have a hand of 5 cards. If we don't like what's in our hand, we can put these 5 cards on the bottom of the deck, essentially, and redraw 4 cards. Okay. I don't know what his are, but then as you start, you can basically... Okay, perfect. So we start with 5 objectives there.
So I can...
You can put them... You put all 5 in any order you want under your deck, so the bottom of the deck, and then redraw 5 cards if you didn't like your hand... Oh, 4 cards, sorry. You redraw 4 cards.
4, okay.
Yeah, so it's like a mulligan, like in Magic. Yeah. So other than that, we'll be back after... And then Tyler's going to pick 3 cards. He can hide 1 from view, and then have 2 face up. And those are his active cards, and then he can try and get the active cards as the game goes. Moving into turn 1, he has basically drew 4 cards. He placed 3 down. 1 is secret. Do you mind, I'm closing my eyes, do you mind flipping it over so people can see what it is? I don't know what it is. He does. Okay, back down again?
Yeah.
Cool. And then that one, whatever that was, he doesn't want me to know what that is. Sneaky. And then that's for the Emperor, which is a 14, which is a Raven Guard one, which means he has to kill a fast attack slot or a dedicated transport. If you kill multiple, is it D3 or is it just 1? And then Scour the Skies as well, which is basically kill something that flies. Simple against Dark Eldar.
It's 1 per each fast or dedicated. So we get up to a maximum of 4.
Okay. So you get 1 point for every dedicated transport you kill.
Or
Uh-oh.
fast attack.
Or fast attack, but I have lots of dedicated. And you get up to a max of 3 points.
Yeah.
That is incredible. That's a really cool one. Okay, and with that, you're going to use maybe some command points, and we'll be back after you decide to maybe use command points to infiltrate or redeploy and all that good, because this is where Raven God shine. It's, did I go first? Yes. Did I go second? Yes. Okay, now I get to use cool stratagems and stuff to get in line of sight, to get in range, to move stuff around, all that good stuff. So let's see what Tyler is going to do to me. Perfect. Something we forgot to say is after you've played your 3 cards, you draw back up to 5 cards in your hand right after you've played them. So he knows what cards he has available next turn, so you can sort of play towards that this turn. In pre-game, he's decided to use 1 command point for ambush, essentially. So you get a move. So move and advance the aggressors up. There's a window right here, so he's going to be able to shoot at either the raider or the birds with a full unit of aggressors that don't count as moving at the start of the turn here. And then we have Master of Ambush, picked up the Warlord and the Hellblasters that were all the way over there and put them right on this flank, right up against the building. And now I've got 10 Hellblasters to deal with right in my face. Right on the flank. Very Raven Guardy of him. Okay, let's dive in to the rest of his movement and we'll come back. The Raven Guard forces have finished their movement by staying pretty much still, except for that unit going behind the barricade there, and the Chaplain casting his litany of reroll misses in close combat or reroll hits in close combat and just moving up to support the aggressors. In the future, he might do something like +1 to hit or +1 to wound on the aggressors, which would probably be better, but we're having fun. And he's going to just, basically, he beefs himself up to be a damage 3 super chaplain in close combat, which is fine. We call him the Smashlin, right? Is that how it works? So, shooting phase.
I'm going to take the aggressors now and shoot them at the razor wings.
At the birds.
Probably twice.
Well, they're... Ouch. Well, that's 40 wounds you have to get through. So they're going to need all the shots, or a lot of the shots, to wipe them out.
They get about 100.
Yes, double tapping, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I do have a 6-up Feel No Pain. Sadly, I don't go first. If I had first turn, I would be able to cast the Shield of Inead to give them a 5-up Invulnerable save, which would be really, really, really useful, because you have to get through 5-up Invul, 6-up Feel No Pain on a whole bunch of wounds. So, as he counts up his wounds, his shots.
Frag launchers are, wow.
They roll them again, right? Oh, ouch. That's 14 shots for that. Ouchies. Okay. This is my Hooded Goblin dice tray. Thanks, Hooded Goblin. Check out the link down below for the Hooded Goblin and order some stuff from them. They're really cool. Okay, go. Hiya. Okie dokie. And they're hitting on 3s.
Yes.
Very cool. So all those
they're
hitting on 2s. The captain was a little bit further away. He could have been a little bit closer for roll 1s, but you live, you learn.
Next time.
And toughness 2 on Raised Wing Flogs. So needing 2s. I'm pretty sure.
No, 3. Oh, no.
Needing 2s, you're strength 4, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so all these, I'm just going to grab these. I get a 6-up Feel No Pain.
I will.
Okay. 6 ups. Nothing. Ouch. So I lose 1 bird, 2 birds, 3 birds, 4 birds and a half. 4.5 birds. So I killed the 4.5, so there's 2 wounds there, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 left, and 1 back here. So I still have basically 5.5 left. Let's see if they survive. They're fearless right now because of the Incarn, because he makes them fearless. And he didn't get as many shots with his frag cannons this time. Okay, but still a dice full. And imagine if that unit was like 6 aggressors, and you basically... Imagine if they ambushed like the Hellblasters, and just... Very cool. Okay. Rolling to wound here. Pretty much all these. Okay. Whew. I don't get any saves because I, have a 7+ save. I guess if they were all touching cover and 50% obscured, they would get a 6-up save because of cover, but that's not the case. 6-up Feel No Pains! Ooh, I made a few this time. That's a cocked 1. Hooray! So I actually made 6. That's good. That's not bad. Okay, so 1 dies. 2 die. 3 die. So the half one and then 2 more. 7 have died in total. There are 3 remaining.
Strength 5.
He's got a 16-inch range Absolver pistol. He's going to shoot at that venom. So just 1 shot, -1 to hit. He hits. And
Strength 5.
ooh, he wounds.
-1.
So 5 up because of invul save. Nope, I take a damage on that venom. The Inceptors, and by Inceptors I mean Infiltrators, are shooting at the same venom. They all stood still, so they get Bolt of Discipline regardless. And they get reroll 1s to hit because of their captainy guy. They're -1 to hit, so 4s hit.
Nope.
And this 6 is an automatic wound, right?
Yep.
Cool, because that's the cool weapon they have. And then 5s. So 2. I'm just going to roll these, needing 5s. 1 more damage. Sorry, bolts. Mr. Captain, using his Corvidari bolts, gonna shoot pew into that poor Beastmaster. You can't even see him. He gets one shot. Okay. He hits. Uh-oh. That's a wound.
And a mortal.
No, it's not a sniper weapon.
Not a mortal.
Okay. So it's 1 minus, I believe, 2, right? And it ignores cover.
It's currently -2.
So it ignores cover, so I don't get an armor save, but it's 4 damage, right?
I'm just looking.
Okay, 4 damage. I need a 6-up, feel no pain from the Incarn. Hiya! Oh, he takes 2 damage. So he's still alive with 1 wound. Yay! But that Super Bolter almost killed my Beastmaster. He only has 3 wounds on him. Sniper, the first unit of Eliminators is trying to eliminate this venom using their basic sniper rounds. So it's 1 shot each, hitting all 4s because of -1 to hit.
Okay.
Because of the venom. And they are strength 5 now, so you need 4s to wound. 1 wound, and that is AP... it's a heavy, right?
-3.
Okay, so I need a 5-up invulnerable.
No, 2. -2.
That's 2. 5-up invulnerable save. Nope, it takes D...
No, sorry, I'm Devastator, so it is
yes,
-3.
D3 damage, because it went through. And he does, 3 damage. That venom has 1 wound remaining. The other 3 snipers, same target, need to try kill him. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Ooh, maybe he lives. Oh, that strength 5 is so clutch. 5-up invulnerable save. No, D3. Oh, it dies. It's dead. It's dead. Does it explode? No. And there are 5 little dudes inside. And 1 guy goes down. 1 guy. So 4 get out of the wreckage. Whew. Right in front of the Hellblasters. Ouch. Moving to this side of the table. These are firing at that raider. Just no minuses
these guys
to hit.
have a comm.
Oh, that's
so
right.
I can re-roll the ones.
That is cool. I love the fact that they have that.
Which didn't do me any good.
Yeah, well, having the comm, though, being in range of a lieutenant if he's on the board, right? If he's on the board.
Is that -1 to hit?
No, it is not -1 to hit. That's just a good old regular raider. No 6s to auto wound there.
5s is, so 1.
One?
Oh, right, I needed 6s to hit. I didn't even look.
Okay, I don't remember. We could probably take the camera, but...
2. Just
1?
One
AP? No?
None right
Okay,
now.
4-up save. He's fine.
Okay.
So the Hellblasters are all going to fire into that venom. The reason he's not splitting fire is because he needs to kill the venom for another point, and he doesn't want to have to overcharge, because if he does, I can do lightning fast reflexes. So it's a -1 from the venom, minus an extra 1 for lightning fast, which means Hellblasters would die if they overcharged on 3s, because 3s go down to 1s. So he's doing 20 shots into that venom. Okay, 20 shots into the venom, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the super guy, and then still wounding on 3s, regardless of if it was overcharged or not. Nicely done. And now we have wounding on 3s. No rerolls because the lieutenant is not nearby. Okay.
They are -4.
5-up involves, yeah.
Okay.
5-up involves, I need 10 of them. There are 5-ups. I don't have black heart, so I don't get feel no pain. And I pass 2, which is about right. Takes 8 wounds, dies. Does it explode? It does not. And 5 of the little cab-like warriors inside are all gonna get out with no issues. With a flurry of bolt shots and plasma shots, the Riftstalkers, the Raven Guard, have indeed strucken into the Drukhari lines. They failed to kill all the birds. The birds are fearless thanks to the Incarn. They've killed 2 transports, and they killed 1 Cabalite warrior in the wreckage, so no morale there. However, now we go to the scoring phase after the morale phase. He gets 2 points for killing 2 dedicated transports. He gets 1 point because he killed something that has the fly keyword. I still don't know what this hidden one is. You guys do. And he gets 1 for first strike. So he has 2, 3, 4 points on the first turn. That might be a defend or something. So we'll kind of see. I'm assuming that's where it is, if it's hidden. With that, moving on to Drukhari and Inari, turn 1. Start of my turn. Something I completely forgot to do is teleport my Incarn where one of the Venoms were so I could put pressure on the Hellblasters. But we'll say that I was thinking strategically and decided not to do that for some apparent reason. Probably so that the birds could stay and they're fearless. Yes, that's why I did it.
Sounds great.
So my 3 cards, I picked no prisoners, so kill something. Error Denial, kill the 2 things in the middle to get 2 points. I mean D3 points. And Overwhelming Firepower, kill something in shooting. AKA, I'm going for a kill turn before most of my stuff dies because of the fact that he has most of his damage dealing in reserve. With that, what would you do? Let me know what you would do. And let's go on to the second turn. It's the Drukhari strike time, and Inari. 100%. Okay, so we're reminiscing about how skimmers in 3rd edition, if they started or ended their turn in terrain, you had to roll a dice. On a 1, they died, essentially. You're like, your skimmer would be like too close to the ground, like hit a rock, like blow up. Thank goodness that doesn't happen anymore. So my movement phase, I've decided to move this Beast Packmaster back to zone out the backfield. The Razor Wing Flux advanced 17 inches to basically zone out here. Stay within 6 of the Incarn for Fearlessness and a 6 up Feel No Pain. These Witches and Cat Lady have moved out and basically just moved up. It's 1 inch to get it up, 1 inch across, 1 inch down, so -3. So they basically moved 5 plus 3 Disembark. And they're going to try and target them. Both the Raiders moved up here. This Raider still has 9 Witches in it with +1 toughness. This one is now empty. However, the fun stuff is happening on this side of the board. This Ravager basically moved up. They moved 14 inches, so they ignore vertical distance because they fly. And I've just got Disintegrator Cannons ready to shoot at, stuff that I need to shoot at. The 2 Cavalite War units that were here, the 9-man, got into the Raider after this unit of Cavalites moved out to create a screen. Archon Skari has moved out behind a wall to help charge into here. The Slith and the Medusa have also moved out. And the other Inari Archon that got out of that Raider has moved up as well. And then that Raider, full of guys now, moved up onto here.
The 2 units. Right?
With the 2 units. So there's 9 dudes in here still with a Shredder, essentially. And I've got Error Denial, so my priority is to kill them. I want to try and get Overwhelming Firepower, so kill something with shooting. And I want to try no prisoners, so kill things. If I kill 3 things this turn, that'd be really good, because that's D3, D3, and then I also get 2 points if I kill both of those units over there. So I'm hoping. I'm excited about trying to just get it home, because most of Tyler's stuff is coming in next turn. And that's where all the nasty stuff is. Okay, with that, let's move on to the psychic phase. What? Psychic phase, you say? That's right. I have 2 witches in my army. Ivrain's going to cast Shield of Inead. She gets +1 to cast. She does. So every Inari unit within 6 inches gets a 5 up invulnerable save. Yep. She's also going to cast a Smite at +1. So it goes off on a 10, barely. It doesn't go on a super smite, but does 1 mortal wound. Ta-da! He has a smite as well, so he's going to smite. Needing a 6 now. Yeah, it goes up. D3 for that one. 3, so he kills 2 guys. Yeah. Suck up their souls. Well, no, actually, he only sucks up Eldar souls. And then he's going to go for Grace of Inead. So reroll 1s to hit on the witches. And that will not... Oh, yeah, it does go off now on a 7. So reroll 1s to hit on them from Grace of Inead. And that's that. That is my psychic phase. I'm going to start with the Medusa, who's right here. Is going to shoot her flaming eye into the aggressors. It gets 4 shots. What? Needing 3s to hit. The Archon allows me to reroll misses. It is strength 4, -2 AP. So needing 5s, because aggressors are toughness 5. Oh, 2 at -2 AP. Woo!
These are 5 ups.
Yeah. Okay.
1.
1 wound from the Medusa. Go, Medusa. Now the Slith is going to shoot with his Shard Carbine. Gets 3 shots. Should probably say, thank you, my lord. Huh? Needing 4s to wound. 2 saves on those guys.
Any AP on these?
No
guys?
AP on those.
They're good.
They're okay. Okay, so that was that. I have 1. Nope, he can't see anybody. Okay, so now I go over here. I've got a unit with a Shredder. So I'm going to do D6 shots from a Shredder into the aggressor, of course. That's 2 shots from the Shredder. And then I have 4 rapid-firing rifles. That's from inside that Raider. I need 3s to hit. No. Shredders do not auto-hit. But I do reroll 1s for the rapid fire, the poison rifles, essentially, because of the flayed skull. And I need 4s to wound and 3s for the shredder. What the shredder does is gets reroll to wound rolls against infantry. Now, the shredder's -1, and these are AP, but they ignore cover, and it's just straight up. So 4 regulars and 1 at -1 against the aggressors. Okay, so that'd be 2. 2 wounds, that's 1 guy goes down. Ah! And then I have 1 unit of regular Cabalite Warriors that just has rifles. They're the ones that didn't suffer any damage. So needing 3s to hit from them. Rerolling the 1s. And needing 4s to wound. That would be 5 poison saves. Go, Flayed Skull Cabal. You 2 wounds. Yes. I'm okay with such shenanigans. So this venom is going to shoot at those aggressors. And I'm within long range, so 5 shots for the venom. No rerolls for this one, just 3s. And dice. Is it 6? Whoopsie. I'll take out a hit. There we go. Make that faster. And 4s, 1 save, no AP. He's okay. This whole unit of Cabalite Warriors is now going to shoot at the aggressors as well. So I get D6 shots from a shredder. 3 shots this time. Oh, you better be careful. 2 that are long range. That's 1, 2, 3. And then 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 models in total in the unit. Needing 3s to hit. They're within 6 inches of Archon Skari for rerolling 1s. Ooh, look at them. Well behaved. Ooh. Thank you, my lord. Or more like they're terrified of failing.
Man, you need the lord there, right?
And needing... They do not ignore cover this time, but the shredder rerolls wounds. So 3 at -1 from the shredder, and 4 regular saves from regular weapons.
Okay, so the little ones are 3s, the big ones are 4s. We're all good.
They're fine.
Disintegrator?
The disintegrator from the super pimped out raider is going to shoot into the disintegrators. I mean, into the aggressors. Oh no! No thank you, my lords. 4s to wound. Okay, he missed. He does. They did hold. I am going to spend 1 command point to fire and fade. So, do I...
Okay. Oh, with the transport, yeah.
I'm going to fire and fade with the transport. I do have my Archon out that gives me reroll CP regen. Do I get it back? I do! Hooray, it's free! And that guy gets to move 7 inches up now. This raider can just see this guy at the back from the tippy top of the sail. And this guy can see through here. However, as soon as I kill that one dude, it's done. But I'm going to shoot with him into the aggressors because they get reroll 1s to hit because of the Archon nearby.
I have to ask before you roll those.
Yes, sir.
If you had like
rolling to hit. He was asking about transhuman physiology because I wound on 4s against the aggressors anyway. But against the Hellblasters, against all these dissies, that's really going to come in handy. Okay, so needing 3s to hit, rerolling 1s. Ah, thank you, Sublord. Nope. And needing 4s at -3. Yes, 1 at -3 against the aggressors. Haha.
So 6. That's a 2.
Okay, so 2 damage. 1 of the other aggressors has gone down, but he soaks up the damage. And there's only 1 aggressor remaining. 3 wounds on him, though. Okie dokie. Okie dokie karaoke. Okay.
I pulled the right one there, right?
You did. You pulled the right one. Okay, so now I'm going to shoot... oh, man. I need to kill something in the shooting phase, which makes this a lot harder of a decision for me, because if I don't kill something in the shooting phase, I basically give up a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so this Razorwing Jet Fighter can just see that aggressor, and he's going to shoot everything into that aggressor. And now I'm going to shoot the Ravager into the Hellblasters. They are more than 12 inches away. They are Raven Guard, and they are all touching the cover. So they are -1 to be hit.
Transhuman physiology.
And you're spending 2 command points for transhuman physiology, which is something I would vect if I had vect, but I don't have vect in this list. So I'm wounding on 4s. I'm hitting on 4s, and I don't get rerolls because my Archon is way too far away. Okay, so hitting on 4s. Okie dokie, 4 hit there. And now needing 4s to wound. Oh, just 1 wound at -3. So 5 ups because they're in cover. He's fine. The Hellblasters are completely fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah. something I forgot to say, I did delete the clip by accident, but that Razorwing did shoot and did kill the one aggressor that was left with all his disintegrators. Although you missed him failing to wound with all 6 disintegrator shots. He shot it with a missile and the poison rifle. The poison rifle killed him. So you missed the cool action there, but that happened. So I did get my 1 kill for overwhelming firepower. And I don't think I have anything left to shoot except for him. So he is going to shoot into this unit. Actually, he's going to shoot... Yeah. No, he's going to shoot in Hellblasters. I need to try and kill some Hellblasters. I'm -1 to hit, so 4s, and 4s to wound. 1 save, 1 5-up, because they are in cover. And that's another 5-up. Oh, those Hellblasters. They're going to come back to haunt me. Super fun times. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start over here. The witches are going to declare charge on the infiltrators who've been sneaky enough to get on those barrels or those crates. So needing 6s to hit, but if they hit, they auto-wound because they're infiltrators.
Oh, and I have comms.
Oh, you have comms. That's good for them.
Ones,
all right, so nothing in there. Can the witches make it into combat? They rolled a 7. Okay, she just made it in. Everybody else is on the bottom. They'll just kind of pile up. And I'm also basically using my extra movements to hopefully zone out this part of the board. Ideally, 1 is left alive with the shard net, so I hold it in combat. It's one of the reasons I didn't shoot my Phantasm Grenade Launcher, because I want them to stay. Archon Skari is going to charge into your chaplain there. He goes 8 inches, so he's going to make it in. Yeah, he's behind a wall, can't shoot. So Archon Skari is going to come in. He wants to have some fun. He just wants to have fun. Okay, and then everybody else is with him. So let's do the Medusa. 6 inches. I'll measure that in a second. The Slith, 8 inches. So the Slith definitely makes it in. And then the other Archon, 9. There you go.
Yeah, I think you're good on all of those.
The 6. I'm curious about the Medusa for the 6.
Does it cost you anything to go through the wall?
No, it's because they're infantry.
So yeah, the Medusa 6. It's still,
okay, so
yeah.
The Medusa makes it even with a 6. She's within 7 of him.
Oh, the Medusa got the 6 or the Slith?
No, the Slith rolled an 8, so the Medusa rolled a 6. I'm
Medusa
pretty
does
sure.
not make
Yeah,
it.
Medusa's out. Medusa's like, I just got this flamey head, and that's it.
Sorry, I thought it
The
was
Slith makes it in, and then this Archon also makes it in as well. Rawr! That's right. Let's go kill some chaplains. In this combat over here, I'm going to start with the Slith. He gets 3 attacks. He's hitting on 3s. Hiya! Good. And he's strength 5 at -1. So wounding on 3s against Mr. Chaplain. 2 at toughness 4, right? Yeah, 2 at -1. So 4 ups, which is the same as his Inmol save. Takes 1 wound. He has 4 remaining. This is when Archon Skari is going to step in because he wants to show off. Let's see if he can do it. So he gets 5, unless you want to interrupt, of course. You have 3 CPs remaining, eh?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do I
Okay, I don't know. We'll come back after he makes a decision. He has decided, against his better judgment, to not interrupt. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if it's better judgment or not. Archon Skari gets 5 attacks and 2 for the Jin Blade. Yes. He hits on 2s, rerolling 1s. Thank you to himself. And he wounds on 4s for strength 4. But he does have Hatred Eternal, which means he rerolls all wound rolls. So he needs 4s to wound. That's 2 so far. And let's do some extra rolls here. Oh, there we go. That's 6. 6 invulnerable saves for the Chaplain. Will the Chaplain's Rosarius hold?
Nope.
He takes 3.
Are they only 1 damage a pop?
They're D3 damage a pop.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Well, it could be 3 damage.
That is true. Okay, let's see what happens here.
No.
And I suck his soul. I'm going to spend 1 command point for the soul trap. So Archon Skari gets +1 attack and +1 strength for the rest of the game. And that cost me 1 command point. Yes. So now Archon Skari needs to roll to see if his Jin Blade eats a little bit of his soul. On a 1, he takes a mortal wound. He does not. He holds the hungering blade of the Jin demon under his control. So now Archon Skari in combat is going to be strength 5. And he's going to have 8 attacks. Love it. Okay, so So at the end of it, I will get D3 for area denial.
You still need to fight over here.
All right, sorry. So that's a 3. I'll just roll that.
Yeah.
But I do have to fight over here as well. So I'll be back. I just got really excited with Archon Skari over there. Witches get to attack. They did get the +1 weapon skill. Combat drug. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 witches and a shardnet, and then the commander. So 4 witches, 5 witches, including a sergeant, and the shardnet. And their ballistic skill, or weapon skill 2. So 1, 2, 3, and then the sergeant. Okay, this is how many attacks. The red ones, of course, will be the shardnet and impaler. They are hitting on 2s and rerolling 1s because of Grace of Inead. Hiya! And they're only strength 3 though, so they do need. Oh, I could have totally used the stratagem to reroll all wounds against you if I really wanted to. I'm not going to because I forgot. Okay, needing 5 wound. Cocked. Cool. So these are regular AP. So that's 5 irregular AP. Do this one first. That's the shardnet. If you fail it at -1, it's 2 damage. Ba-ba! Yeah, he's fine. And then 5 regular saves. 1 wound. Cool.
So
The infiltrators get to swing back with shock assault. When I charge them, they get a +1 attack. So that'll be 3 basically per guy and 1 extra one for the sergeant, which is pretty cool. So that's 10 attacks in total from 3 Marines, which is fantastic.
comms right.
Oh, that's even in close combat. That's pretty cool. The commander's just telling them what to do, even though he's all the way
Are
over
they
here.
minus to
They're
hit
no
in
minuses
combat?
to hit. No, you hit him on 3s and wound him on 3s as well, or yeah, 3s. I think at a 4 up invul save in close combat because they're in the fight phase, sorry, because they're witches. And they get a 6 off Feel No Pain for being Dark Eldar because they don't lose power from pain. So I lose 2 witches. That is it for Dark Eldar turn 1, which is pretty cool. We had basically I zoned out most of the backfield here to stop his infiltrate or his deep strikes from coming. I was unable to do any damage to those hell blasters. That's going to come bite me in the butt. Archon Skari is starting to power up. My goal is to just try and get him powered up as much as I can this game. That'll be really fun. And I did get no prisoners, but I only killed 2 units. So I only get 1 point for that, and I only killed 1 thing in the shooting phase, so I only get 1 point for that. But I did get 3 for area denial, which I cleared the center of the board. Good job, Archon Skari. So that's 3, 4, 5, and first strike. I got a 6-point first turn. With that, we're going to go into Tyler's second turn. He gets to pick 2 more cards to put into play, because he has one that's still hidden that he has decided to still hide. I don't even know what it is, but you guys do. And then he gets to, out of his hand, he has 5 in his hand, he can pick 2 more down. We'll be back once he's picked. Perfect. So we have Secure Objective 3 he's put down, which is right here, those infiltrators. Well placed for that one. Death from above, so he gets just 1 point.
Just 1 point.
Just 1 point if a Raven Guard unit arrives from reserve, which is pretty much going to happen because he has reserves to come in. And that one, which is still hidden, I don't know what it is. I'm so curious. I wish I could take a look at it. Okay, perfect. Also, I completely forgot, he's doing his movement, that I have soul burst actions, which means that all my Inari stuff fights first if anything has died this player turn. So technically, that Archon would have had to fight first before Archon Skari would have had to fight. So, you know, that is what it is. I completely forgot. I won't forget. And they charged, so they would have also gotten +1 to hit, so it actually didn't matter if they were +1 weapon skill or not. Okay, well that's good to remember as the game continues. End of the Raven Guard movement phase. They don't fall back. They come down deep striking with Shrike. Shrike gives a reroll to charge rolls as well. He's got his sniper pistols, and there's a sniper pistol in there, so very close to Cat Lady if he wants to start taking her out. They didn't move, they're just going to stay right there. All the Inceptors created this giant cone of doom. and then, of course, they haven't moved at all either. Okay, so let's see. And then this whole blob has moved up, as well as the advancing Phobos captain, because he really wants to snipe the Beastmaster. He must have, like, Assassinate or something in there, because really funny. Okay, onto the shooting phase. The captain is trying to finish the job with his Cardivardardi bolts.
Okay, yeah, close enough.
He gets +1 to hit now because they aren't tactical doctrine. So when Raven Guard shoot at characters in tactical doctrine, they get +1 to hit, +1 to wound, which makes him really good against characters. So he needs 2 though he advanced, and he needs 2s now. 4 damage. Can I make 3 of these? No, you sniped him real good. He's so dead. Pow! Infiltrator is going to shoot the Raider. I'm going to spend 2 command points. You're -1 to hit that Raider. So I'm going for, and I've already, oh, this is the start of the next battle round. So do I get a command point back? I do not. I spend 2, so I go down to 9 for lightning fast reflexes on that Raider.
Alright.
Hitting on 3 4s. Hitting on 4s. 2 3 auto wounds. Look at that. I love anything that like takes away the math. Just like math. Yeah. That takes away a whole step. So good. So good. And then there's toughness. Yeah, so 1 more. So no AP. Oh yeah, AP1 on these now.
-1 now.
So needing 5s because they are. Haha! I see your rolls and I raise you a better roll. The Plasma Scepters shooting into the Raider, they don't want to overcharge because they might die on 1s and then it's a whole model that dies.
Yeah.
He feels it's not worth the risk, but
So
they
that's
each
a lot
get
of shots.
2 D3 shots, which is amazing, and they should be within 6 inches of the captain here.
Yes,
which gives them reroll 1s.
2, 4, 5.
Wow, lots of rolls.
8
and
6.
6.
14 shots.
Okay, love it.
That'd be nice.
Okay, so shooting all 14 shots, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. There's a couple of 3s there, so already the lightning fast reflexes has proven to be useful. And I really need to try keep that Raider alive so that these heavy bolters don't just annihilate everything in there. And he still has a lot of shooting, so it's not like it's, you know, guaranteed. Because then the Hellblasters could potentially shoot there, but the Hellblasters might want to kill the Ravager, which is one of the only things that can really kill it. So it's all about target saturation, which I love. Okay. 3s to wound, so that's 4. 5 ups, because I have 5 up involts. Hiya! And I take 3 damage. Pow! Those infiltrators over there as well. 4 auto wounds. Oh my goodness.
They do not.
They're so good. So good.
I really only need 1 extra.
Yeah, but that's just incredibly good. You just don't even worry about it. 5s. I take 3 more damage. Ouch. So now this unit of infiltrators, same thing. He wants to really try to kill it. So 3 are rapid fire, 2 are not because they did move. Now if they were Ultramarines with Tactical Doctrine, I see 2 auto wounds. Look at that. I love it. And 3 to wound rolls. Hiya. So that's 2 so far. 2. All right, so it will survive with how many wounds? With 3 wounds remaining.
2.
The Hellblasters are playing it safe. They're shooting their entire complement of shots into the Ravager because I cannot -1 to hit the Ravager. So 7 of them are within rapid fire. That's 14. 3 are out. So 17 shots. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s thanks to the captain nearby, and they are overcharging. So he's just trying to make sure that this is a very... So 16 hit. Oh, there you go. And then 3s to... I don't get feel no pain because I do not have Blackheart, which I wish at this point, but I don't. Okay. I'm just going to pick these up and roll them because it's easier. Let's see how many 5-ups I can make. Nope, not enough. Does he explode? No, he just dies. Dead Ravager. So the heavy bolter and scepters are going to fire 4 into the Raider, and 2 of them are going to try and target the Slith. The Slith is not a character, but he wants to kill the Slith before he starts shooting sniper rifles at my Archon, so I can't give wounds to my Slith. Because Sliths can jump in, they're like, oh, my lord!
So these are on the Slith.
Yeah.
How many wounds does a Slith have?
He has 3 or 4 wounds, but he's toughness 5, and I'll just check out his things in a second. Hitting on, they moved. So hitting on 4s. Yeah. He rolled 1 wound on the Slith. The Slith has a 5-up invulnerable save. Nope, the Slith takes a wound, and he is down to 2 remaining. The rest of the heavy bolters into the Raider. They need 5s to hit the Raider because they did come in from Deep Strike. And there's no Chapter Master or anything nearby. So just hosing down this Raider, hopefully getting it out of commission. Because he wants all those sniper rifles to shoot at, more than likely, Archon Skari. The contempt of Archon Skari rings true.
And then I need 4s to wound.
4s to wound it. Yeah, decent amount of wounds. And they are only AP1. because, oh, that's decent. I only have 3 wounds left, so 5 ups. And he does go down. Does he explode? Oh, he does. I'm going to spend a command point reroll for that. And he still explodes. No! No! Do I spend it? I do. So I go down 1 more command point, and then everybody within 6 inches takes D3 mortal wounds. So Archon Skari takes 1. The Inari Archon takes 2. The Slith dies. Uh-oh. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 models inside the Raider. And 2 are going to go down. So 2 models die. Archon Skari takes 1. Does he save it? He does! Yes! Oh, okay. The Inari Archon, he also has power from pain. He saves 1. He only takes 1. Okay, so that wasn't terrible. Perfect. So these guys got out into the crater with a shredder. I took the 2 casualties from the 3-man unit, from the 5-man unit, so they're 3 now, but the shredder still has extra guys, and they've disembarked there. They've disembarked on that side. He still has the snipers to fire, and he still has the all that contingent over there. Okay, so what he's doing is the sergeant's not going to shoot to give both of the guys in the squad +1 hit, +1 to wound, in addition to the +1 to hit, +1 to wound for Tactical Doctrine from Raven Guard, which means that he's going to shoot at my Inari character that's taken 1 wound. He has 4 wounds left. He's got 2 shots, hits on 0s, but hits on 2s essentially. No rerolls, but then when it's wounding, they'll pop the mortals on 4+, because it's +2 to wound, so then they'll do mortals on 4s. Cool, yeah. Awesome. So 2 sniper rifle shots shooting at the Inari Archon, 2 hits, needing 2s to wound and 4s do mortals. So 1, 2 nothings. That just stings a little bit, right in the gribblies. Really does. He's gonna do the same thing with the other 2 snipers. Cool. So they hit again. Okay, let's see if they can actually wound this time. And 2 wounds, but no mortals. So just Shadowfield time. So Shadowfield number 1. He's okay. Shadowfield number 2. He is okay. Bounce off of the Inari Shadowfield. And that was all that sniper fire. Now we move on to here with more sniper fire. They're going to fire their pistols at the witches.
Only 1 hit.
1 hit, needing a 3 to wound.
Nope.
Nothing. Okay. Which is good, because I would have just killed the ones closer to the charge. And that would have not been good for you. The Shrike is shooting Blackout, that's the name of the weapon, into Cat Lady. 2 hits, needing 2s to wound now. Oh no!
Oh no, that's
no. Oh, there's a lieutenant right next by.
But there is a lieutenant.
Yeah, there you go. That's why you bring the lieutenant around. So that's a mortal. Does he do mortals as well? Yes.
He does.
So that's a mortal and 2 saves. Okay. So 2 saves for Cat Lady. So 2 saves needing 4s. 2 okay. So she takes a mortal wound. 6s to ignore from that. So no, she takes a mortal wound.
Okay.
So all of these guys are going to shoot into that raider because the sniper pistol is just out.
Because it's a pistol too.
So the 2-shot pistol and a bunch of pistols into the raider, needing 3s re-rolling everything because Shrike is right there, and they're strength 4 pistols. -1,
these
right?
are strength 5.
Heavy pistols are strength 5 now.
Yeah.
What?
They're like heavy bolter shots.
That's awesome.
So they're strength 5 -1 AP.
Yeah,
pistols.
that's really cool. So
but Silensis is 2 shots, but it's only strength 4.
But it is 1 damage.
But it is 2 damage.
2 damage each. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I need 5s to wound.
Okay.
And I need 4s to wound.
Okay. So 5s, 1. 1 reroll because of Lieutenant nearby. So all of these, I need invulse, essentially. Invulse saves. And so it's 2 damage, 3, 4, 5 damage in total. And on 6s, I ignore it thanks to the Incarn. So it takes 4 damage on that raider. Wow. We did double check. Heavy bolt pistols are indeed strength 4 -1 AP. They're not strength 5. So just took. He has taken 3 wounds instead of 4. Okay, is that it for your shooting? Oh no, you have 1. The lieutenant has another relic, which is a 3-shot assault sniper rifle. Okay, shooting into Cat Lady as well. So 3 shots hitting on 2s, re-rolling, and then wounding on 2s. And no sniper on these.
That's mortals.
3. They I do have to just take invul saves here, but they're 2 damage a pop, which is crazy. Okay, 4 up saves for Cat Lady. She makes 2, and 2 damage. She'll ignore on 6s. 1. So she takes 1 more damage. Oh, thank goodness her invulnerable save has kept her from just getting completely mulched by sniper rifles.
10, 11, yeah.
So we're going to do the grav guys are going to try to charge here, but he has to account for the distance up. So he needs to roll a 12, essentially, to get up. So it's 9 plus 2.5 up. Okay, rolling to see what happens. They get to re-roll that because Shrike is nearby. He's like, let's go, lads. They do not. So does he want to throw his characters out to the brink? The lieutenant is going to try and make it into the witches. Oh, so close. You could have just CP'd the 4 if you wanted to. And last but not least, Shrike will try to get in as well.
Nope, that's not going to make it, regardless of what that is.
Okay, and the reroll, the Shrike, the chapter master.
No.
He stays there. He's like, wait a minute, lads. And then over on this side of the table.
These guys will try and charge into them.
Okay, well, I do get shots.
Yep.
They will be -2 for the crater as well. Okay, so the shredder. 3 shots. No hits. And then 6 rapid fire rifles. Rerolling. No, the Archon's too far. That's it. Okay. What do they go, or how far do they go? -2 for the crater. They move very slowly. Wah, wah. They're going to need a 9 because they're not going through the crater. Shredder, they're charging the same person. 2 into the shredder, no. And then 6 into 1 hit and nothing. Okay, and how far do they go? Ooh, just barely. The Hellblasters are going to charge into this 7-man unit of Cabalites.
He punches you, his skull comes out the back of you.
That's exactly right. Okay, so the Shredder from the squad gets 2 shots, no hits. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rapid fire rifles into the Hellblasters. Nothing. Oh, 1. Ah, yes. Nothing. Ah, sad face. And he made it in, so here we go. They're charging into the Cabalites. They're not declaring the Medusa, because what he's going to try to do is basically get into a position here where you can basically pull them all up here, murder the Cabalites because they have 30 attacks, or 31 attacks, rerolling 1s, and then trying to wrap the Medusa, essentially, to stop me from shooting the Hellblasters. And then if I don't charge in with other stuff and try to kill the Hellblasters, I can't shoot them, can't bring them down, and then he can spend 2 command points next turn to basically fall back and act as normal, which makes the Hellblasters almost as sneaky as the Dark Eldar. So now the Infiltrators are also going to charge into the Cabalite Warriors, and here they go. They're just basically just going to punch some Cabalite Warriors to death. So what happened here, they murdered everybody here. They piled in to hit the Medusa. Medusa didn't do anything. Over here, I killed 1 more Infiltrator, put 1 wound on another, and then he did nothing there because I passed all my saves. And in the scoring of turn 2, he has Secure Objective 3, which he took.
Yep.
He also got...
This is just bring in a Raven Guard unit from reserves.
That's right, and he still has a secret one.
And unfortunately, this was score a victory point if you kill a character.
You did. You killed my Beast Monster.
But if you killed 3
characters... Oh, right,
okay.
3. But you get 1, so...
Yeah. So he's got 3 more there, so 7.
And this one. Perfect. So we're moving on to Drukhari. And remember, you did redraw up to your 5 cards in your hand, right?
I did, I believe.
Okay, perfect. So what do I want to do? I'm going to go for Secure Objective 5, which is this one back here. There's one right next to my order. I'm going for Priority Orders Received on my Warlord for Behind Enemy Lines. So he's going to just step into your deployment zone and get a bunch of points. And the last one I'm going to do is Master the Warp, because I have some psychic powers, and then I get all these for later in the game. Okay, so redraw back up to 5. Perfect. I love Priority Orders Received in this one because you can pick what card goes on there, which is awesome as well. So he's spending his last 2 command points here after I've dropped my Hellions down here to Auspex scan them. I'm spending 2 to Lightning Fast Reflex them. So he's spending his last 2 command points. I still have 5 remaining. And he's going to shoot. So he gets a lot of shots. He's going to do all that. In the meantime, I'm going to... Oh, no. It wasn't as good as it could have been. Venom. Witches got out of Venom. Witches got out of that Raider. Raider moved over. Raider moved over. Razorwing Jet Fighter moved up. Argon Skari has moved in advance to get behind enemy lines in order to get basically free points basically. So you bid bonus 3 points for Archon Skari back there. Plus I have 3 units back there, so that's D3 points for that. They're going to move up here, then they'll do Psychic. My whole idea is to Psychic them to death or Pistol them to death and be able to charge over here and do something over there as well. So we'll see. So Master of the Warp I need to do Secure Objective 5. The Beast Pack just move back to Secure Objective 5. We're keeping the pressure on. Okay. Hitting on 5s.
Only got 8 shots.
Okay. Hitting on 5s, rolling 1s, thanks to Mr. Captain nearby. 4 hits. And needing 2s to wound, and then I get a 6 up in Feel No Pain. So 3, 6 up, Feel No Pain. You kill 3. There are 7 Hellions remaining. So, after my shooting and psychic phase, the reason we're doing recaps all of a sudden is we have to speed it up because I want to finish the game and we have to end in about 40 minutes or so. So we're just speeding through. So I do apologize. I just want to show you kind of what's going on here. I did kill these 2. He regrew one of the witches with Word of the Phoenix. The witch basically is closest, so now my charge is a lot easier to get there as well. And the Hellions and basically all the shooting here killed 4 and put 2 wounds on him, even with a Torment Grenade, so then -1 leadership as well. Do you do 1?
So 1 successful wound on them.
On them, and then they're overwatching, so on a 6 I ignore it. Nope, so 1 more Hellion goes down there. And basically I'm going to charge the Witches into the Hellblasters with the Hungering Blade. The Archon has moved into there. And then I'm going to try and do some charge in here. So we'll be back after the turn is done. But I'm really curious to see what happens here. I'm really curious to see what happens here.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So the Hellions, you can roll. The Hellions over here killed 1 of the Inceptors because they're 3 wounds apiece. So Hellions aren't really that good. I did pile in here because I'm going to use an Inari stratagem to -2 to his leadership, so he's right now at -4. He got Phantasm for -5, and then an extra -2 when he's within an inch will be -7 to his, or -7 to his leadership. Yeah.
What? I think I missed all that, but
so we'll get to it in a second. So
you're telling me they're running away.
You've taken 4 damage. The Phantasm Ray Launcher is -1, so that's -5.
Yeah.
There's a stratagem for 2 CPs. When you take a morale and you're within an inch of an Inari unit, it's an extra -1. I mean, a -2, sorry. So it's -7, so I'm hope that basically on a 1, he only loses 1 dude. And on a 2, he loses both. So I'm looking forward to that, because they'll get rid of that unit, which is good. And then all this, holy crap, did my witches murder all those Hellblasters. They just wiped them out. The Hungering Blade guy killed 3, and then the witches killed 7 more with their Shardnet Impalers. Remember, when they charge in their Inari, they get +1 to hit. They get, so they were hitting on 2s, rolling 1s thanks to the Archon, because they're all Inari. They share the same keyword, which is awesome. Even in his rules, it all changes with him being part of the Inari Drukhari Reborn. And yeah, and then over here, the witches bounced right off. But I did, in Overwatch, I lost 1 witch, so Ivrain regained a wound, which is good. With that, moving on to combat, let's see what they do.
Lieutenant will go first.
Yep. So over that, the witches all died, and now we move into the morale phase. So I'm spending 2 command points, I have 1 remaining, to make them take a morale test at an extra -2. Oh, come on, only 1 runs. No! My plan was foiled. That was really fun, though. I was hoping they'd run away, but I didn't get them. So, I did get behind enemy lines, though, for D3, which is really good. So, D3 points for behind enemy lines. I rolled a 2, so I get 2. Priority orders, because Archon Skari is part of one of the models that did it. So he gives me 3 additional victory points. So that's 5 for that.
Oh my gosh.
I get Objective 5, and I got Master of the Warp. I did 3 Psychic Powers, which means I get D3 for that one, and I get another 2. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 points this turn. Moving on to turn 3. I also need a morale test for these Hellions because I lost 4. So D6 plus 4, that's 8. So their leadership 8 with the Sergeant. They are okay. End of the movement phase, we're into shooting. He has no prisoners in play, secure objective 4, and basically he gets 1 point up to a maximum of 6 for every character that he kills, which is a Raven Guard one. If I have 4 characters in play, so he could get up to 4 points if he kills all 4 of those characters. All right, shooting phase. Let's see what happens. They not falling back, they fell back, and then, yeah, so he's going to kill some stuff, essentially. Oh, and the Ivrain and Cat Lady are looking daunted over there.
Okay.
Infiltrators firing at Hellions. Deca. One auto wound. They don't have a comms relay. And I'm only toughness 3 on them. So. And these are AP -1, of course, because they're really good. So needing 6s. And 6s again. 2 go down. Blah! 2 dead guys.
He'll fire his shots into them.
Cool. Heavy bolter. He's like, revenge! Oh no.
He's too far from the captain because they
He
didn't
is.
move him the right way.
He might kill 1 dude. Hitting on 4s because he moves.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's as they assault or are they heavy?
They're assault.
So they don't move. He can move and shoot then.
Oh.
Yeah.
So was that 2 or 3?
It would have been 3 hits.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought they were heavies, but they're not. 3 -1s. 6s. 6s again. Nope. 3 more go down. Just the sergeant left alive at the moment. Haha! Yeah, he's just gonna finish the job. He wants the snipers.
Oh my god.
He wants the snipers
1,
to
2,
shoot
3,
at
4,
characters, which will be
5
really good.
shots.
Ooh, nicely done. I think they might melt him. I have a feeling he's gonna be melted. 2, 3, -3, right? 6 up all paints. Oh, he dead. Oh no, he's dead. And guess what happens? Bling!
Oh dear.
Hooray!
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from them.
Oh dear.
So Shrike is shooting point blank into Cat Lady.
Both hits.
Yeah. 1 mortal.
One mortal.
And 2
Oh,
saves.
and he can reroll the 1 to wound because the lieutenant's still
So
there.
2 saves are fine. She just takes a mortal.
Tenebris first.
Yep, X Tenebris with a double damage because it's really cool. It's also with assault, like super character killer bolter. 4,
That should be
3, 4s. She takes 2 damage from that. She has 1 remaining. The Reavers now get to shoot. Oh yeah, I have a feeling they might kill Cat Lady, which is kind of what they came here to do in the first place. Like, you know, narrative points wise, you have to take her out and take
reroll the ones.
and take Archon Skari out, and oh, she does die with 3 wounds taken. Cat Lady goes down. I'm not going to bring back the Incarn all the way over here because that would be paramount to suicide. Boop, and she's yeah.
Those guys.
They're going to shoot these 3 guys to get basically the D3 for no prisoners, just to guarantee it. And yeah, it's interesting that Shrike doesn't have the captain keyword, so they can't use his his rerolls.
Oh yeah, no,
It's
he's not a
2 automatic wounds. All these nicely done. So looking at 6s and 6s. Oh, you killed a 3, and that is your. That's that. That is that. Okay.
Okay.
They're gonna shoot into the wounded Archon. With him?
All 3.
All 3 of them now. This
Yeah.
time, he wants more shots. More shots, less shenanigans. 3 hits. Needing
5s to
so 2s to wound.
proc,
So 2.
but-
So I'm gonna do the D3 damage each, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Shadowfield number 1, Shadowfield number 2, which is actually technically Shadowfield number 3, and Shadowfield number 4 for him. He's fine.
Okay, next 3, same thing.
That's right. Feel the wrath of the Drukhari. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Ooh, he takes a mortal, and then 3 saves. First one, second one, third one. Yeah.
Oh.
And he takes a mortal. Does he ignore it? Yes.
God. The captain.
Yeah. 1 4-shot super bolter. Does not mortal wound. Shadowfield save. Yeah. He's okay. He's taken like 9 so far. Good job. Good job, Shadowfield.
I think that's all the shooting I have.
Yep.
So.
You have some pistols here if you want to shoot at the 5.
Oh yeah. I can't.
Got 4 pistols in there. All hit. Nice. They're +1 attack, so it's always worth to kill a few. Oh, nice. Nicely done. I only get a 6-up save when you shoot me, so it's a quick way to kill witches. 3 die. So I'm gonna kill not the sergeant and not the shardnet and impaler.
I do believe
Okay.
that would be all of my shooting. However,
Combats, charges.
yes.
I like it.
Yes. Somewhere, someone needs to die.
Somewhere, somehow,
He's already engaged.
They're engaged. and there's a
They
big
fell
melee-man
back.
unit here.
They fell back.
Yep. Primaris Captain charging into the 2 witches that are remaining. Because something died, they do have always strike first. So Charger goes first, then I pick a unit, then if he had another Charger, he'd pick another Charger, back and forth. Really great with like characters that do a lot of damage in close combat, which is really fun.
Charge.
6 attacks. 2s to hit, rerolling 1s. And 3s to wound because he's a captain. And I have a 4-up save because they're witches. And a 6 I feel no pain because they are witches. Oh, 1 dies! Hooray! I'm just going to kill the sergeant. And I get to swing with my Shardnet and Impaler. Swinging into your infiltrators to try and keep them alive. Just 2... It's turn 3 now, right? +1 to hit for being Dark Eldar. And no saves. Nothing. Because oh, it's extra attack, so I get a 4th attack. Yeah. Nothing. Sad.
Okay.
Okay, now the infiltrators. I'm just gonna...
pile
She
in.
dies. She dies. She's dead. And with that, as the dust settles. In my turn, I'd be going for mission critical objective, secure objective 3, which is there, and I would try and get domination. The Razor Wings would go to 2, the Venom would come back to this one, the Witches and the Archon would basically take this objective, even if it's for objective secured. I'd keep something here. The Incarn would come around here and murder the troops, and then I'd put either a Raider or Cabalite Warriors there. Meanwhile, the Raider and Archon Skari and the Razorwing Jet Fighter would be focused on killing that unit there. So that would give me domination for the turn, if most things went my way. Other than that, that is game. Right now, as it stands, though, before my turn, it's 12 Maelstrom points to the Raven Guard and 13 Maelstrom points to the Dark Eldar. This has been a really fun back and forth style game with a little bit of things that could have gone either way, like making some charges over there specifically. I can, because then he would have put a lot more pressure on me early on. The Incarn being able to jump around is fantastic. She comes into play later in the game because now he has to deal with a 400-point super monster here that
just bounces
around every time because I have lots of small units and I've effectively made that part of his army pretty useless because by the time it gets down here, most of the objectives are on this side and it's hard for him to come all the way back to play the game. Archon Skari, though, super boss man. Really love it. He with his hatred eternal. He's still alive.
That shadow field is...
Well, for this one here, yeah. Unless you fail it on the first time, and then it's like, oh well. It's like, it's all or nothing. There's no, in between.
Yeah, that's fair.
I love it. Okay, we'll be back with an after-action report, but with this, the Xenon Beta campaign will be launching in November. Check the Patreon link down below if you want to participate in the Xenon Beta campaign. It's a Patreon thing that I'll be doing, maps and traits and charts, and it's a narrative / campaign that we're doing, so it's going to be super, super fun. It's global, worldwide, so wherever you are, whoever you want to play against, something that we're doing. Okay, thanks for tuning in, guys. And that is game! Thanks a lot for coming down for a game.
Thanks for having me.
I really like the new Raven Guard.
As do I. It's going to take some practice to really get
very
the most
finessey,
out of it,
though.
but...
And those stratagems you have. They're so good.
Yeah. But the trick is deciding whether you're going to spend them right up front or save for some of the really juicy late game stuff.
Something that I really liked, I just want to say to you guys, you didn't get to see it, but there's a stratagem where if he were to hold an objective in my deployment zone, almost. When I put objectives down, so when I pick my active objectives, he can spend 1 command point to force me to discard one of my active...
It's 2 CP.
2 CP. So 2 CP to discard one of the active cards that I tried to score, and I can't do anything about it. I literally have to get rid of that card. So, for example, doing it with priority orders received on Archon Skari...
That would have been
That would have been... No, that was... I got 5 points off that.
So
that was a big... I could have been a big swing right there.
If that objective was a couple inches more that way, then I would have been able to do that.
For 2 CPs, that would have been crazy. Other than that, thanks for the game, and we'll be back. Enjoy. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Skari, your grateful host, signing off. This is Tyler.